Go.
Alright, this is the story of the Trojan War by me and Aiden.
Aiden and I.
Alright? So,
Can I zoom out of
Might have to move forward some. The projection.
To start off, Peleus and Theseus were getting married, and everyone was invited except for Eris, and Eris was mad, so she threw a golden apple in to the middle of the ceremony, and on it said "for the fairest" inscripted in it, and for all of them to fight over.
so there were 3 goddesses that fought over it. And they were Hera, Aphrodite, and Athena. And Zeus didn't want to decide upon who should get the apple. So they were all sent to Paris, and they all offered a gift to Paris. Athena offered glory and renown, and Hera offered riches. So. They were accepted by Menelaus, the leader of that area. Alright, so Paris stole Menelaus' wife, Helen, who was said to be the most beautiful, and they ran away. He ran away with Troy, with Helena, to be married. Menelaus called all of his men to retrieve Helen, and so,
And that's how the Trojan War started.
So there was one man who did not want to be a part of the army to go retrieve Helen, and his name was Odysseus. And so he, next. So Palamedes was sent to persuade Odysseus to join and to recover Helen, and so Odysseus was acting like he was mad, and he was just farming his fields. So Palamedes put one of his kids in front of the plow and made him stop, and he persuaded him to join the army.
Yeah, so he fulfilled his promise and he went on and joined the army.
Paris was inconspicuous about a prophecy that said, next, that he would be the ruin of the state.
And the army began to assemble in Greece, and it was a great army. And
So, Menelaus' brother, Agamemnon,
Agamemnon.
was
Agamemnon.
Was called to lead the army.
Commander in Chief.
Yeah. After 2 years, the Greeks were ready in Aulis, this place right there. They were ready to plan their attack when some disease broke out in camps, so they weren't able to.
And then they came up with a great idea. And that was, so they pretended to leave a wooden horse as a peace offering. So they thought they were waving the white flag, and
It actually had people in it.
yeah,
So
and everyone thought it was real, and Laocoon, a priest of Poseidon, tried to warn the people, and he was the one who thought it wasn't, it was just a fake, and
he thought it was a trick.
yeah.
There was a Greek prisoner, and in order for his life to be spared, right before they were about to destroy the horse, they asked him, because he was a Greek prisoner, what it was, so they would spare his life, and he lied, and he said it was a peace offering.
And then, so when everyone was looking at the horse, all around it, the two serpents came out of the water and attacked Lacoon and his kids. And that's said to be known as because he disagreed with
The gods,
the-
it was like the gods,
gods.
disagreeing with the fact that it was,
a gift,
yeah.
and he was the only. Yeah. And then they brought the horse in to celebrate, and they were celebrating till nighttime. When it was all quiet, the prisoner opened up the horse for the men to come out, and then they opened the gates so all the rest of the warriors could come in and attack.
So then they brought their whole humongous army in, and then they
And they
burned
burnt it to the ground and didn't leave anyone left to live,
so that Menelaus was reunited with Helena.
and brought her safely home.